I'm gonna stir this till it's smooth. I want to get all my chunks out.
And when they feel that their turkey's done, I'm gonna take it out and let it rest.
When you feel your turkey is done, yeah, you can just put it on your tray.
Trevor and Maddie.
On the aluminum wrap tray.
They can all give you a hand with this one. They've got slightly smaller pieces than you do, so they might
that's
be
okay.
a little faster.
I think it's done.
So, we have everything else ready. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make a little bowl. Lewis, are you back there? Hold on the rice. Yeah, please. So our Lewis in the back, our awesome kitchen staff, they're going to bring you out your rice.
Through the magic of television, your rice is on the way.
The magic of TV, even though we're not on TV.
I mean, close enough.
And then to my tahini paste, just a pinch of salt. And that's it.
So you're testing like salt?
Pinch of salt.
That's from practice.
And a touch of olive oil, because in the Middle East we put olive oil in everything.
Yeah, we probe at home, yeah.
But when you're cooking, it's always best to cook with a vegetable-based oil that has a higher smoke point. What I'm using today is canola oil. Canola is another product that's very important to Canada's economy. They don't know what canola is short for. It's an easy one. Anyone? Canadian oil. That's it. Canadian oil. Canola.
Smart the way over.
Yeah. So, very important more to Central Canada than to Ontario, but it's an awesome product. We use it when we're cooking because it has a higher smoke point. So when you're browning your turkey.
And it also doesn't really impart a lot of flavor to the dish.
There are increasingly now, because there's always in demand, similar to how everyone likes extra virgin olive oil. There are companies that are making
put it on here, just leave it all together.
Extra virgin canola oil, which is incredibly good actually, because this is essentially tasteless, like you're still saying, doesn't really impart a whole lot of flavor. But when they do the extra virgin ones, they're incredible. So in our pan, once the turkey comes out, we are going to add our onions to that pan. My turkey's not quite ready.
Do we want to reduce the heat at all, or?
No, we're going to actually use the onions to clean out our pan.
Actually, here's the thing. I see you testing the meat.
Yes.
Trick that
There's a trick. I mean, the best way to do it is with a thermometer. Obviously, that's the safest way. Well, we've done it from experience, but your hand, you touch here, the fatty part of your thumb, the fleshy part. That would be rare. Put one finger, your pinky down, which makes it a little bit more taut. Medium rare, medium well.
Right?
That's like just a rough guideline.
So now you sort of know why, when chefs are doing that, when you see that happen, they're sort of testing the doneness of the meat based on the texture of it.
When we do it, when we cook, we don't, obviously, our sense of smell is very important, but we're using all our senses. Smell is one, taste is another, of course, but we're also looking and we're listening. I can put something on the stove and walk away and just hear how it's sizzling and know roughly where it is. That comes with experience. And then you also see, well, you can see this in the mirror.
You guys see this?
There's some of the juices coming out and they're clear. Because they're clear, I know I'm cooked. If they're coming out, there's a little bit of pink, then I know I'm not cooked. You can see the juices starting to coagulate a little bit here in the pan. That's when you're starting. A lot of times when people aren't experienced cooking, you get all that protein coming out of your meat, and that means your meat is overcooked. Timing is important, but as we get more and more experience, we learn that, okay, I just see the protein coming out, so I'm going to stop cooking.
Okay.
All right.
So you're all getting your rice right now. And
we've got our turkey
again,
out.
if you have any concerns about whether or not your turkey is done or not, feel free to ask one of our culinary assistants. They will come in over and help you with that.
So we have our pan. We have a lot of good flavors there from the turkey. You have your diced onion. I will quickly dice my onions.
So locate your diced onions at this point. We're going to be
So
adding
now I'm going off
those
on my own. It's just
to
going to
your
be me.
Yes. So you can throw your onions in.
So 10 of your turkeys in. So reduce the heat maybe a little more or less.
And we want them to retain their crunch. Just want to clean the flavor out of the pan.
So check there about 5 minutes. or
5
so.
minutes, let's
How's
do
that?
this. All right, so a pinch of salt with your onions.
Salt,
Just
guys?
soften them a little bit. And then,
Louis has got the thermometer out there. Look at that. Thank you. Safety first.
Louis and his crew are the ones who prepared everything for you. For everyone
Huge
today.
round of applause for
Huge,
them.
big round of applause, please.
Thank you for the most fun cooking experience ever.
So we just want to get a little bit of color. The onions can retain their crunch. You can turn that out onto your onto your tray next to your turkey.
Yeah,
And then in the same pan, we're going to do
add a
this
little bit more now that
very quickly. You're going to see how easy this is. You're going to need your sumac and your cauliflower.
And if you're noting that this
So we're going to add a little bit of oil. Turn this up to 9 again.
Maybe a little lower for you. I think yours gets a little hot really fast.
and a pinch of salt. Yeah?
I put in a couple pinches.
Oh, you did already? Okay.
If Trevor, or Sarah, if Tawfik's at a 9, where do they want to be? Okay, that's cool.
Not the sumac yet. Not the sumac yet. So throw your cauliflower in. So we're going to take our cauliflower. Once our oil is...
That's okay, it's all gonna work.
It'll be fine.
We're good. Brown that up.
Could that be business card?
So
Browned it.
our oil, we want to keep the heat fairly high. You want to hear your cauliflower sizzling.
Great, yeah.
So
A bit more.
once we get the cauliflower in,
Do you want it? It's all.
now we're going to add our
That's
sumac.
everything, right? Yeah. So what are you asking?
Unless you've added it in already, which is totally fine. Does anyone know what sumac is?
7.
Do you guys know what it is?
We actually have it locally.
Which is it? Which is it?
Yeah, you know when you're parked on the Don Valley, you're not going anywhere, and there's those plants on either side of you, and you have that big red cone? That's sumac. So that red cone is powdered, which gives us, if you have a second, try it. It's a little bit acidic. It's very nice. It's citrusy, which is a flavor we don't usually get locally. So once your sumac is in, you should have a little bit of water. Just a tablespoon or two.
How does it taste?
And cover.
The thing I remember about sumac when I was like a girl at campus, and I was told that you could make it tea.
Yes,
It was
sumac
a
tea.
survival thing or something.
Sumac tea can also, it's almost, when you make it into a tea,
It's got quite a citrus sort of flavor to it, and when you put it in the heat,
bunch of
it
sugar to it.
slowly even
It's sour,
more.
it's got that
And
tartness.
it kind of
So we're
clears
just
the
going to
senses,
steam
sinuses
our
in a good
cauliflower,
way.
and now we're
Kind of
going
want
to
you,
put all of this
whatever you're
together
cooking, you want to have it more.
and have an awesome lunch.
All right, we're supposed to have water, and I think this might be.
Do I have a spoon? I will use the spoon.
Do you need
Okay.
anything else?
So there's our rice. You see the brown vermicelli?
Is it smelling incredible in here, or what?
There's the rice. It's really nice. Just adds another dimension to it. Gives another flavor to it. I'm going to pound this. You have your bowl of rice.
You're getting your
Container with no rice. We're just gonna put it in rice.
So we have our rice.
Oh, we get two right.
Now we're going to present everything. I'm going to take a little bit of onion, put that on. Now, if there's any ingredients that we're using that you don't like, just simply don't use them. I'm not going to come around and check, and you're not going to get yelled at.
So someone is going to come around and slice the turkey for you.
I'm going to come down right now once I put this up. And I know
And Louis is out there as well. He's going to get
Louis.
one. I mean, he's busy, but
Louis was doing everything for me, is coming down there. So I got my turkey, I got my rice.
yeah.
Now these are pickled turnips. They are ripe because there's beets in the pickling, and the salt leaches the color out of the beets and turns the turnips pink.
So this is a pretty traditional thing that you would do.
Yes. We got some tomatoes. Try to spread out your colors a little bit so it looks nice and pretty. I've also got,
We've got tomatoes,
you have chopped parsley there. I'm just going to chop a little bit of parsley as well.
some onion.
And you can turn off the heat on your cauliflower. Our cauliflower should be ready. We want it to be nice and crunchy.
So if everyone heard that,
We eat a lot of parsley, so
turn off the heat.
it's not just a garnish.
Okay.
It's really nutrient dense as well, isn't it?
It is. It is very, very healthy. Parsley was actually used in medieval times as an antidote to poison. And that's why it was on all food, because it was believed to be an antidote. So we got our
It's
cucumber,
practical and delicious.
a little bit of green onion. Again, like I said, if you don't like anything, don't add it. No one can tell you that something is good that you don't like.
So if you guys haven't turned the heat down on your off on the cauliflower yet, make sure you're doing that now. Cauliflower should be done.
Should be done. So cauliflower's off. We'll leave that to stay hot. Got our green onions, cucumbers, green onions. We're gonna put a nice spoonful of hummus right on the top.
So now you can start to
So you guys have hummus and you also have tahini as well. Hummus is going to be the thicker one. They
Yes.
look sort of similar.
Well, and the hummus has tahini in it, but the base is chickpeas for the hummus.
Yeah, it'll all go together.
So our hummus,
You want to put some tahini in there? Okay.
and then we have our tahini.
You want some?
We'll drizzle that around.
Okay, just put a little bit. No,
For
just
garnish.
a little bit. Put it on there.
Make sure everything gets a little bit of tahini.
If your turkey has been sliced, you can go ahead and start assembling your bowls.
Okay.
Start putting the,
So I'm gonna put
or
this
even
up. So
before it's sliced, to start putting the garnish.
is it better to see
on
it here, or should I keep it on my board?
top. You guys see that?
Is that easier to see here? Or should I have it back here? Back there?
Okay. So that's mine.
Okay, yeah, good to use your wooden spoons as well on the frying pans because they're non-stick rather than any sort of metal tools right now. If you want to scoop your cauliflower out, use a wooden spoon for that.
There's my cauliflower with sumac.
So yeah,
A little bit of that.
More cauliflower?
start assembling your bowls. Make it pretty.
And if you just start assembling your bowls without your turkey, it will come around.
Yeah.
And then the final two things, a little sprinkling of sumac